What's up, gang? Welcome back to another LASTCAST. The last time you guys saw one of these podcasts, I was sipping bentangs in Bali. But now I'm with two other anglers. I've got to my left, Carl, and then also to my left, Alex. They've traveled all the way from the United Kingdom to do this 2-week-long north to south fishing road trip. We've made it to the south now. This trip has been progressing over the past few days. It's been pretty incredible, to say the least. The biggest bass that they had caught up until this point was 8 ounces, and we've just we've caught fish probably 20 times that size.
Oh, yes.
It's been the most insane trip. So I just want to catch you guys up. The trip has progressed so much at this point, and it's just been so amazing. But I thought I'd just kind of open up a little bit of discussion, some talking opportunities, just to kind of get to know you guys a little bit better, so people watching can get to know you guys, because, I mean, you see these dudes in the video, but you never get a chance to just kind of like sit down and talk with us, and that's why I do these last casts, so you guys can just peel back a layer and hear what we have to say from the beginning. And also with that, we've got some American snacks that they need to try, some stuff that I know they've probably never tried before. And we're going to be eating some of that as we discuss and talk about fishing in the UK, how it varies from being so different in the United States, and what I think is cool about UK fishing, because I've also been and fished in their neck of the woods. So it's like we're probably going to go back and forth, share the similarities, share the differences. There's a lot out there that you guys have no idea what goes on overseas as far as fishing goes. I mean, it's a completely different world. Everyone shares the same like-minded goal, that being to catch big fish, right? There's no one in the UK is trying to catch small fish.
Not really.
Everyone wants to catch the biggest fish. Same here in the United States, but the way people do it. We want to also give a huge shout out to today's podcast, Mystery Tackle Box. They are sponsoring this last cast right here. You can get lures just like this one right now if you click the link in the description below. If you're a first-time subscriber, use this code right here to get $10 off on your first box. We got a lot of different lures in here. Got some of the juice. Oh, and we get a sticker. Give me a sticker.
Yes.
There you go. Be sure to check the link in the description below as to where you can order a box of baits sent to your house every single month.
What is that?
I think it's a digital bass.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a digitalized bass.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Kind of sick. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, let's open up the first snack. Powdered donuts. You guys ever had powdered donuts before?
No.
Power or powder?
Powder, like powdered sugar?
No, we've never had them before.
Get started. First question, what's the most distinct difference that you can think of, the first thing that comes to your head, between UK fishing and US fishing?
Species.
Species?
Yeah.
But more or just the type?
We have a lot of species. You guys have a lot of species, but your hub, your center of, like, at least what we've seen is bass. Whether that be largemouth, smallmouth.
That's what everyone is kind of chasing after, right?
Great Britain has no bass. No. We have a species of,
which is crazy, honestly.
We have a species of sea bass, which it's not even
no.
the same thing, and they live in the ocean. That's different. In the place of bass in the US, in the UK we have carp. That's the center. That's
crazy.
The dream fish in the UK is a carp, and I believe that's not really the case out here.
So that's the funny thing, and that's the one thing I want to allude to, is because there literally aren't any largemouth bass in England, which I find is crazy, because largemouth you can find in South Africa and Japan. Spain has them. France has, like, a lot of countries have bass.
This is good.
Do you like that?
Yeah, they're good.
So
2 thumbs up from you guys?
Yeah.
Nice. Powdered donuts are a win. I'm going to have one too. A lot of countries have bass, but honestly, it was my surprise to come to the UK and not even find like one place that had even a small population. The climate can withstand them. Right. 100. It's not like you guys are like
I guess so.
tundra.
Yeah,
The temperatures
should be able to have them.
The temperatures are similar to your sort of northern states.
Yeah.
And we have strict laws though about what you can and can't introduce. You can't move.
Oh,
fish
so that's
around.
the issue.
So I think that if we stocked them, they'd be everywhere, but they'd fast become an invasive species.
They don't belong. Yeah.
In the same way that carp out here are sort of thought of as invasive.
Right.
We just don't have them.
So carp are the big species in the UK. That is the prize. That is the goal. Think about this. In Texas, like a few miles just that away, is one of Rob's favorite carp spots. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't fish for them. He shoots them with a bow.
Yeah.
What kind of reaction would UK anglers get if they like saw someone in the UK using a bow? First of all, I know you can't do that, but what kind of uproar would that cause?
We've seen the uproar.
Yeah, we have on like
Really?
comments on some of Rob's videos.
Really?
Like, yeah. People would go mad, but it's kind of different because in the UK the waters are smaller. There's a lot more like fishermen in a concentrated area. So if you took one of those fish, there may only be 50 fish in the lake. Then people would go crazy.
So do you think carp are like such a big deal over in the UK because A, you guys don't have as many species, and B, it is a challenge because you have less waterways to fish, and there aren't as many carp, and the carp population you do have is pretty freaking substantial. Like, you guys have some, I will say, like, the carp over in the UK, maybe it's just the ones I experienced, were a lot more pristine and better looking. And you guys have been catching some US carp too. How do those compare as far as like the looks and like everything?
We've caught some nice US carp. They tend to be quite long and thin.
Yeah.
And they all tend to be commons.
Right.
In Britain, they're big ones, short ones, fat ones, mirror carp with like scattered scales.
They have like a very specific type of pattern.
Yeah.
I've never seen that really until I came to visit you guys.
That tends to be because of crossbreeding.
Okay.
So that the Europeans over hundreds and hundreds of years have bred carp with other carp, so that you end up with all different strains, different varieties. You end up with koi carp.
Gotcha.
There's a really wide variety of carp in the UK.
Interesting.
And in some lakes in Britain, the carp have got names. Because
that's crazy to me.
That it's a smaller body of water.
People have caught the fish multiple times.
Lots of people fishing the lake, and they instead of going, oh, I want to go out and catch a 10-pound bass, they go, oh, I want to go and catch Mary, the big leather carp in that lake. It's like
because Mary's been caught before, and like people know. Like, what, that's insane. Like you couldn't do that even with largemouth, even in a small pond.
It would be hard to tell the difference.
There's too many lakes. There's too many fish. Initially, you guys might think that's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
But you also have to realize these are tiny ponds. Like you guys would probably call them lakes. We would call them ponds. They're small. Yeah. The population of carp is limited, and you can literally count how many carp are in that body of water just on a sheet of paper. It's just it's wild. Whereas in the United States, you could never count how many largemouth bass are in Lake Fork.
Yeah, it's untapped. The fishing that we've experienced with you the last few days has been untapped. The waters are so vast. There's so few anglers per acre of water. There's so many fish. It's the potential out here is incredible.
Okay.
It really is.
Well, it's interesting to see the differences. I think this is cool because you guys are now getting a taste for US, and I did happen to fish in the UK too, so it's cool to see the crossover. To parallel this, so do you think, just set up like a scenario, a fake scenario. Over here you've got US anglers shooting the prized UK fish that everyone in the UK is after, carp. If bass were in the UK, do you think UK anglers would shoot them with a bow?
Still no.
It's just the type of angler.
The Brits in general, they are absolutely catch and release.
It doesn't matter the species.
Literally, we catch and release everything.
Wow.
We catch little silverfish.
Maybe some of the sea fishing people will take.
But sometimes people.
But then you're talking about the ocean. That's a pond. That's a big pond.
Yeah. I think because it's so limited, because we have such a large population of people in quite a small. We're a small island.
Yeah.
Great Britain's a speck on the map, compared to the USA. And if every British angler took fish home with them,
that's kind of cool.
You very quickly run out.
But everyone has the same understanding. It's like, look, guys, like everyone, sure, of course, wants to catch the bigger fish than one other, but everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, so they will look after the fish, they'll care for it, they'll make sure it goes back fine,
so someone else can catch it,
so that someone else in the future, in 10 years' time, can catch it and it's bigger. It's a different.
That's something I honestly would like to see more of. That's something I kind of take for granted in the United States is, we do care for our fish. That's a big thing. We try to take care as largemouth as much as we can, but there can definitely be an extra effort to that because that fish could be caught by someone else who is trying to get into bass fishing as well. So that's something you don't really think about. You always think about getting people into fishing, but you don't really realize what that means to the actual species in a sense of taking care of that singular fish. People could say that's going too far, but you never know how long these waterways and these good fisheries are going to be around. Hopefully forever. That's my goal. Okay, next snack. Jack Link's beef jerky.
Oh, we definitely don't have that.
You guys don't have this? So I looked up online, and this was like one of the most American snacks that they listed. Do you guys have any jerky? Any form of jerky?
Some Brits will have it, but not us personally.
Give it a go. It's chewy. Don't think prime rib. Don't think cut of Wagyu steak. So that too. All right. So, moving on. People watching at home probably have an idea as to what the anglers and what the angling is like in the UK. And there's definitely a lot of room for controversy and issues to arise with this because there is some pretty strict unspoken and spoken rules as far as fish handling, approaching a body of water, and just kind of setting the bar and the standard. What are some of the biggest controversies you can think of that have happened with you or in the angling world that you're close to in the UK that has been unique, I think, to your type of fishing?
I guess there's the matter of where you can and can't fish.
Okay.
In Britain, every body of water that you step foot upon is pretty much private. Yeah. Someone owns that body of water, and because of that, there's no fishing signs almost everywhere.
Yeah.
And even if there isn't a no fishing sign, you can still turn up, make a cast, and then someone can call the police or go mad at you because you're trespassing.
Really?
Despite the fact you didn't realise.
Even if you don't really know. You
Yeah,
just saw anybody water.
And again, it's back to that whole thing of the UK being quite small and there being a lot of people. Every little bit of land is owned by someone. So we've been in a little bit of trouble here and there where we've been like, there's no signs, there's no fence. Let's just try and catch one, and then all of a sudden, there's a police car turned up and there's someone shouting at us, "You're not allowed to fish here." And we're like, "Well, I'm really sorry. It would have been great if there was a sign or something to tell us that."
It sucks because that's the general curiosity as an angler.
Oh,
you see a good-looking body of water, and you're like,
So
it's almost a sin not to try to fish there.
Yes.
It is a fisherman's sin to say, "Oh, I'm gonna not fish."
Yeah,
there. Right?
and
no one does that.
The worst thing of all is that places in the UK that you're not allowed to fish, of course, there's going to be just massive carp, pike, char, barbel, waiting
and they're ready to be caught.
Yeah, because they're virgin fish. They haven't been caught.
If you guys don't want to talk about this, I can totally cut out of the video. But can we bring up the goldfish or the koi situation with the gas station?
Yeah.
What happened with that behind the scenes? Because you guys saw that on my channel. They didn't post it. It was a situation where technically it was an idea that, let's just say it was my idea, and we went into this rest stop, which we have in the United States all over, and there was this pond, and it had a bunch of feeding koi. They were busting on the surface, and we thought, again, why not?
Yeah.
We didn't see any signs. It looked good, and Carl ended up smoking a nice koi. It's a beautiful fish. We released it safe and sound, and then we left. We went about our day. What was the ramifications of that? What happened? There was repercussions, weren't there?
Yeah.
There was a bit of controversy within like the UK angling industry. Like a few of the magazines were like, "Oh, we've got to get on top of this.
This is
like,
amazing, nice
yeah.
one."
A lot of
guys.
people thought it was cool.
Yeah, but the body of angling in the UK, you guys have
Like the DNR.
yeah, that's
the
sort of-
equivalent.
Yeah, they were less than impressed that we hadn't
Seeking.
hadn't
Sought out.
we
Yeah.
hadn't sought out written permission from the landowner
Okay.
to fish said
I think we were asked
So
to.
they directly contacted you guys,
Yeah,
right?
they asked us to take
the
your
video down.
down.
Take my video down, yeah.
We were like, sorry, we can't take someone else.
They like imagine this like in comparison to the United States, they had basically what would have been like almost like a big organization like Bass or FLW or maybe the DNR contact them and say, look, you guys, this is not cool. You're setting a bad standard for angling. Take the video down. Did they give you an ultimatum? Did they say or else, or they just say take it down?
They just said you guys.
They just
need to
want
take
you.
it down. I mean, to be totally honest, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
But
In my eyes, it was probably the most harmless form of trespassing or catching a fish on. It was so quick. It was a blur.
Yeah.
Hooked a fish, brought it into a net first of all.
Yeah, we looked after it. It was put back. And actually, maybe a month or two after you left, we realised how many people found that video quite entertaining.
That's awesome.
We went out and specifically tried to find a load of other rest stops.
Yeah.
And we
made it a series.
We did a video called our rest stop review. We'd turn up at a rest stop and just be like, what food do they have? What facilities? Are the toilets clean?
No way.
And what fishing opportunities are available? So we took the piss a little bit and went a little bit a step too far.
Well,
I
think that's
time.
that is a part of what fishing is like you have to push limits, you have to poke, because it shouldn't always be the same. I'm a big believer in changing the industry, and that's what we're doing in a sense. We're all doing, us three sitting here right now, is we're trying our best to change the industry and put it in a way in which we feel is a positive direction. So the authorities are like the people who think things are right in the now. I think there's definitely room for change here, and there's like
it was a bit of
it depends on the people, and I can understand where they're coming from. They're worried about people coming there and handling the fish poorly and making a bad name for anglers because they also care very much about they don't want people to look at anglers and be like, oh, there they go, trespassing again. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. You guys told me that. I had no idea that there was like something going on behind the scenes. So okay, I got a good one. We'll get a cup for this. Mountain Dew Kickstart. Definitely don't have this.
Never seen that in my life.
Okay, cool. Here, hold that one for the camera. So you guys already had Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah.
And this is like their almost like wake up version, but a little less aggressive. How I was saying Mountain Dew is basically like ethanol. Mm-hmm. It's just like straight gasoline. Wake you up in the morning. This is a little more tame.
So this will get this podcast done.
Quickly
and effectively.
Exactly.
Cheers.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's a little less like bubbly.
It's actually quite fruity and
yeah. Things that you've experienced in the United States so far? Fishing wise, non-fishing wise, what are some things in the US that you love about here that you would love to bring back with you?
We'd like to bring back bass. I know we can't, but if we could just have ponds where a species of fish lived within those ponds that would hit a frog out of some weed, or they'd just bam, like that aggressive nature of the bass means I'd love to have bass back home.
Bring back just more water. Bring back more land.
Bodies of water. There's just we drove for an hour or two yesterday and passed massive lake after massive lake.
Yeah.
We've got small streams, we've got little estate lakes, private ponds,
Which are cool, but
but you guys just have so many big bodies of water. We'd love to have more of that. And also, I'd like to bring back some American people. I mean, we've met a lot of pretty good characters the last few days.
Yeah, we have.
First of all, they're just friendly. We've met some less friendly Americans, but the ones who've been friendly have been full on. They'd want to talk, they want to ask you questions.
Especially, the people that know that you're here to like experience something that is very unique to the United States.
I found it interesting, like every restaurant or place we've eaten in it somewhere, like the people who own the place just want to welcome you in.
Yeah, they're like, hey, welcome to Denny's?
Yeah,
welcome to Denny's. I'm just like, oh, hi. Like they just...
The Waffle House is probably the most congenial.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how are you? Good day.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And even the lady at the Waffle House kind of like snapped at me for like sitting down, and then she like apologized afterwards. Like it is cool. Like people here are in a similar sense in the UK. Like they're on the same page and like look out for each other, which is neat.
Yeah,
I think that's cool, and you guys definitely fit in here.
The Americans that we've met have been cool. Like, there's been some real memorable characters.
And we're not even done yet, boys. We got until the 25th. It's the 20th right now, so we got a lot of fishing done. We're gonna go to East Texas, which is probably the most unique place you guys will ever go to.
Okay.
That's a very American, Southern, yeehaw kind of.
Okay. Cowboys.
No, not literally. In a sense, yes.
Maybe that was the wrong thing to say.
No. That was you could say Cowboys. We're gonna try another snack now. It's a little spicy. Can you guys handle heat?
Yeah.
Flamin' hot Cheetos.
Oh, are we talking like really hot?
No, not really hot. Just a zing.
A bit like Twiglets.
Yeah, they look interesting.
Twidlets?
Twiglets.
What's Twiglets? Is that like a UK thing?
Oh, they just
like Marmite flavoured.
They just look similar.
Things in the UK, yeah. They have an interesting shape.
Twiglets.
One thing I like, a bit of a trend that I'm getting, or like picking up on.
Yeah.
American food isn't very healthy. Like everything we've eaten this trip has been.
Well, that's also because I've been taking you guys to straight up diners. Like if I wanted to, I could probably take you guys to like some, like Chipotle is a little bit of a better alternative. Like Jimmy John's and like. But you guys asked for American diners, so all American. Yeah. But in a sense, you're right. They're American diners, so they aren't exactly healthy. Like
there's been so much sugar.
I think you've ordered pancakes, waffles with chocolate chips.
Yeah, pancakes at midnight the other night. That was strange.
With fries.
Yeah.
And just salt everywhere and sugar everywhere and syrup and.
Yep.
It tasted good.
I'm gonna go back.
You can't deny it's the most amazing thing.
Yeah. I think I would have put on a few pounds this trip. Almost certain. Like.
What was one of some sort of anticipation or concern that you had coming to the United States? Not even fishing related, but just anything in general. Be completely honest.
I guess
what that had to do with me or just the United States in general?
I guess the first thing is like, are we gonna catch any fish?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be the biggest worry.
We have no
experience
of bass fishing whatsoever. It was like, are they gonna be really hard to catch? Am I really gonna struggle with the techniques?
Yeah.
We had no idea.
Yeah.
We can watch your videos and see you spanking.
Yeah, that gave us confidence.
Right.
Saying that you do catch.
Would we be able to do the?
Because that's the same way I felt about like carp and
when you set the hook into that first barbel on the river and you completely missed it, I was just like, how did he miss that?
That's
right?
Easy. Because
I cast a bait cast, like a casting, and I'm like,
it's the same.
That's the biggest bird's nest I've ever seen. What am I doing? Like, it's just different, and it's hard to get going. I mean, I didn't really have any worries. I came out on this trip just happy that I was getting 2 weeks off work.
Because that's the other thing too. Is you guys work full time. You do YouTube and you do your best to keep up the channel, but you also have to work a full time job, which sucks up a lot of time. So if you guys get 2 weeks like this is the best holiday of my life.
Yeah. But the only little slight concern was obviously your boat. You had some boat problems before.
We didn't get the boat sorted out until like day 4.
Yeah, your wheels were falling off before you got here.
Yeah.
I was a little bit like, I hope John sorts it out, but it's been good.
No, you can always count on me doing something goofy, messing it up, but you always got to trust that it'll work out. With me, at least.
You've done good, John.
It'll take a while. You like those?
Yeah.
Lemon hot Cheetos. These are actually less spicy than I had remembered. I haven't had these in a long time. This one I think has got to be unique to the United States, or at least maybe other parts of the world. They're one of my favorites. Pretzel nuggets. It's pretzel, like a pretzel, and then in the middle is peanut butter. Do you have these?
Wow, I don't think so. We have pretzels and we have peanut butter, but not together.
Not together. What are you thinking about these?
Sounds good.
Okay, that's literally one of my favorite snacks of all time.
Let's see if I agree.
Kick it off.
I'm not so sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
I'm watching Carl's reaction before I try one.
That's actually quite good.
Yeah.
It's such a strange combination, but it works.
That's weird because like
you'll probably get comments on this video from British people going, "Yeah, we have them."
Yeah,
you guys just are out of the loop.
We just don't know.
We're just not in touch.
Last question I'll hit you guys with, and we're gonna wrap this podcast up. Okay, so you guys, like I said, there's anticipations and worries. There's one thing you're probably hoping to do outside of catching, obviously, a big fish. What's one thing that you have already accomplished that you hoped you wanted to do, or looking forward, like for the rest of the remainder of the day, is something that you're really stoked to do? And it doesn't have to be fishing. Maybe like a fishing aspect or not fishing aspect. What's one thing that like you're looking forward to the rest of the duration of this trip?
The one thing, okay, starting with something which is fishing related, that
Carp.
I had pictured in my head, like after watching all you guys' videos, I had imagined bass fishing to be what we were doing yesterday, where you're pitching the jigs and stuff into like that heavy cover and stuff. That is what in my mind was what bass fishing was all about.
Getting in there.
And yesterday we had a chance.
And yesterday
really
was like,
do that.
Yep.
It was just so perfect, just how I imagined it to be. So yeah, that was the fishing related thing. What did we want to like?
Something you want to experience.
Yeah.
The only there's two things I guess. One is I really hoped to experience Gar,
Yeah.
and
That's the
we've
grand
got
finale.
something- We've got
The
something
last
lined up,
Yep.
which may or may not come off. We'll find out.
Oh,
But we've already experienced the Gar in the sense that I've seen up close and personal that Gar in Bass
Yesterday,
Pro.
the first. Oh, and the one's a Bass Pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Monster fish, something that would look so out of place back in England.
And it was in a fishing shop.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, and that fish is literally living 2 hours from here.
Yeah,
The actual wild one.
So yeah, that's the fishing thing, which I'm still looking forward to. I'm still pretty hyped about. The only other thing which I think I dreamed of or really looked forward to was, for the first time in quite a long time, completely losing myself. Being in a country where I feel so out of place.
Yeah.
I don't understand the culture. I don't,
It's a good feeling.
Just being so separate from what we are. Day to day, we're at work. Everything's go. It's just like you're stuck in a bit of a bubble. And being out here, driving your truck the other day. Around
I let them go. I gave them the keys to the rigged runner, and they just went off.
And for an afternoon, it was full of gas.
Yeah.
And I had Texas.
Yeah. The whole state.
It felt so strange.
And for me, being totally lost, my thoughts were on nothing but adventure.
But it's good just to disconnect
Yeah.
to a certain extent. Just be like,
And we've spent time with a group of people who we really didn't know up until the last few days.
Yeah.
And
even to an extent, you like kind of only knew me just off of the time that we fished together too. So
it's been wicked.
yeah.
I couldn't ask for more. Like, yes, we could have maybe caught a bigger fish or more fish, but in terms of the adventure, in terms of the ups and downs, in terms of just being away from everything that we're used to back home, the last week or so has just been perfect. It's been awesome, and
Wow, that's good to know.
I really don't want to go home.
I know it's good. That part's gonna suck. And I've actually enjoyed. On the flip side, I've actually enjoyed bringing two anglers around that haven't experienced the United States, because this is an amazing country, and having two guys really do one of the most amazing, U.S. American pastimes is, and like watching you guys do it, it's so sick. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be sure to check out their channels. I'll leave it linked in the description below. You'll see their perspective from this trip. They are some A1B rollers, as I would like to say. They're so amazing and talented behind the camera. Like, you should see some of their stuff they do if you haven't already checked it out. Again, link is in the description below to their channel. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to both myself and these dudes, Carl and Alex Fishing, right? That's where you guys can find
That's right.
Just type that in, Carl and Alex Fishing, not spelled with a K, a C, right? So you guys know. Thank you for watching today's LASTCAST. Let me know who I should interview on the next LASTCAST. Maybe another YouTuber, another angler, maybe just someone else from outside. I don't know. I love doing these. These are a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. As always, folks at home, keep fishing. Never stop.